Richie. Here we are back on the test server. So the first thing I was going to have a look at was this, the new hanger. I think this is very cool. Unfortunately, you can't get any other bots, it would appear. I'll check again now, but yeah, you go to offers where you usually get them, you can't. And if you go to store, you can't get them either. There's only the destroyer in there. So yeah, I just filled it up with that, but I think that's rather good. And then if you click on the bot, they haven't changed a lot in this screen apart from the background really. And then yeah, if we go here, if we go to the paint jobs, come on, there we go. A rather cool background there, I think. Let's hide that. I think that looks great, I've got to say. I think that's really nice, really cool. So let's hope that, I think this is good. Let's hope they develop it a bit further. So what we're really here to look at, I guess, is the kid, the part of the outlaw bots. I've played a couple of games already. Let's get into something and see how we do. It's in the skirmish, so here we go. If this it takes too long to load up, I shall pause it. It's been pretty quick the couple of times I have played, but I came straight on as soon as it opened. I thought again, I think the bot's a bit slow. Otherwise, it's kind of cool. Bit like Arthur. It was, yeah, just a little bit slow perhaps, but I've played a couple of games, as I say, so I should give it time. I've also seen a couple of guys with rockets on them, and I've had a sort of dragoon type thing on it both times, which not my favourite kinds of weapon. Not so good at aiming with them, but hopefully one of these times I shall get a rocket one. And the other thing is, we've been on this small map. I did get stuck at one point. We've been on Valley, I think it is, and I've got stuck in a couple of places. So the map tweaks, I haven't seen them either yet, and I've heard that the Pantheon bots tweaks have been postponed. So I was very interested to see that. I thought that they sounded great. I'm not sure if I'm completely feeling the idea of the shield dropping immediately you trigger your abilities on the Hades and the Ares. Maybe give it a couple of seconds at least, but certainly, the fact you can fire it off and then hide behind it for ages, yeah, it's, oh, it looks like I've got the Rocket Kid. Right, I'm going to drop in something else to start. We're on Beacon Rush. This is the map I've had every time, but slightly different bots. So I'm going to start with the Spectre, just because I'm not very good with Dragoons. So if if I don't do very well with this one, at least he's out of the way. Got caught on that. Ah, there we go. Let's see if I can target him. Oh no, he's dropped down. Damn it. Let's target him. No, I pulled some nice damage there. So we can sneak over here and grab this beacon. He's got the rockets, and that's the end of that. Okay, I'm going to drop in here. I'm going to drop in with a bulwark and see how he does something with his shield. A lot of people are dropping in on the on these new bots first, but as I say, I was under the impression that we were told that you weren't going to be able to do that. However, this is testing them, in fairness. So, see if we can get rid of this guy. The other thing I noticed, I played the tier a couple of times during the on this test server, and I've got to say, I think the tier needs a bit of a speed buff. It's so painfully slow. It really is. It's a shame because it's a great bot, but it really is painfully slow. And I've got one, and I've never noticed it being that slow on the live server, but it really appears that it is that slow, which is a shame. But hopefully, you know, I've got a couple of pilot skills on it, and it still seems slow to me. But you never know. They may give it a buff, they may not. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Stand on this beacon, so this guy in the low-key can't get me. Oh, well, I can get him a little bit there. And I killed him in stealth. There's quite a fierce little battle going on here. Oh, I'm going to shield up. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, the tier is about, seems to me when I've driven it, about as fast as these big bots. It's certainly not as quick as the bulwark, and I think that's I'd like to see the tier a little quicker myself, because I think the whole premise of the bot is really cool. Let's get some healing going. Get myself healed back up and shielded back up. And I think I shall drop in my big bot next to try him out. Got a shoot under his arm there, that's kind of cool. I might have to dump the bulwark, because otherwise I'm not sure I'm going to get in for another with another bot. I found this ability is pretty good as well. The ability where it burns, the burn ability. I'm going to dump this one and change in to my other one. Let's go in here with the kid. They haven't really told us what sort of range these weapons have got. I'm going to assume that they're 500 meters, because basically because yeah, it looks like 500 meters. But I just think they could be a touch faster. Not a huge amount. They don't have to be running around the battlefield. But what I notice is that as I say, the tier doesn't seem to be. It seems slower to me. I'm gonna drop in another game here, and see if we get the other. Let's just have a quick look, see how we did. Not so well on that one, but 700k. It's okay, I suppose. Let's drop into another game and see if we get the other configuration they seem to be putting up, which is the Dragoony one. I will pause this out if it carries on for over the average waiting time. But I basically like the bot. I think it looks kind of cool. Just again a little bit on the slow side, I think. I don't think it should be running around like a strider or a pursuer, obviously, but it just takes so long to get anywhere with it. But anyway, I'm going to pause this out, and we shall come back when we have a match. So here we are back with the second game. So let's see what we've got. Alright, we're on castle map. That's good. And it looks like we've got the dragoon guy and the tier. So I'm going to drop the tier first and see what I'm saying about how slow it is. It's nuts. Look at all these guys running, and struggling to keep up. So it's all very well using it as a support bot, great, but you can't really be in support if you can't keep up with even a walking our dupe. For me, it takes forever to get anywhere on the map. but I do like it. I really like the bot. I think it's a great bot. I love the way it looks. Sorry, that's my phone going. Right now, I'm not going to answer it. I shall finish this game and then call them back. Here's one of the big boys. Let's see if we can give him do some damage to him, because you know the damage goes pretty quick. And because they're quite big, they do tend to get hit a little bit. So see if we can do something to him. So I do like the tier in general, as I say, but just seems very, very slow to me. Some extra healing because I'm getting beaten on a little bit here. Take him down. Let's move back in. I've got some support. And look, I'm struggling to get near to this outlaw. You know, to get even to get nearly in range of him. But because the weaponry on it, you can do some decent damage with it. It's a pity you can't keep up with anybody. Slow up a little bit for a second. Quite a fierce little battle going on for the bridge, as always. And, the bridge obviously is the most important beacon on here in these games. And there goes that. Right, so let's drop in the kid then and see how quickly he moves. Not very quickly is the answer. Just so slow. But otherwise, I think it's great. I do. I mean, I don't like these type of weapons in general. I find them difficult to aim and not that effective, but I guess that's me rather than the weapon. Targeting system. goes that one. So let's get the Algin in. Oh, he fell off then. Right, let's see if we can go up and move over this way. Because I think they're going to take that beacon back anyway. There we go. Yeah, so I think it's a good little bot, really. Again, just could do with a touch more speed, I think. And I prefer, out of the two, I definitely prefer the rocket weapons. Slightly better damage on that round, not too bad. But yeah, the major thing I see on this test server is if they're meant to be all that big and slow, fine. But the tier is like medium, and it's as slow, if not slower, I think. So, anyway, this is Andy J from AJD Robots. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks again, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye bye now.